and God denyo. Oh, what a dang. This is the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, we would only just do to criticize. It's not our thing. But we would only criticize to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying that we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the patriot, and my name Black Rasta. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you and I love you. Now today we have a number of issues to look at, so we're going to be running like a hare. We didn't intend to do this one today, but let's just begin with this one. It's breaking news. And this one is taken from Ghana Web. It says, former NSB chief Kwabena Edubwahin allegedly diverted 39 million Ghana cedis in public funds, equivalent to 7 million American dollars. And this is coming from the Attorney General. I read. Now the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayine, has disclosed that the immediate past director of the National Signals Bureau, NSB, Kwabena Edubwahin, allegedly diverted and embezzled up to 39 million Ghana cedis from the agency. Now, speaking at a press conference on Monday, March 24, 2025, that's today, the Attorney General outlined the findings of an ongoing investigation into financial irregularities at the NSB, and that's the National Signals Bureau. 39,462,480 million went into Edubwahin and his wife's pockets from one transaction. Jesus. We are tracking suspect Edubwahin, his wife, and their assets in the coming days. We will file the necessary charges against them, he stated. Now, according to the Attorney General, Kwabena Edubwahin, the former Director General of the National Signals Bureau, has since been arrested in connection with the alleged diversion of public funds meant for a cyber security defense system. In his capacity as Director of the National Signals Bureau, Mr. Edubwahin, on January 30, 2020, signed a contract on behalf of the government of Ghana and the national security on one hand, and on the other hand, an Israeli company named RLC Holdings Limited. The contract was for the purchase of a cyber defense system software at a price of 7 million American dollars, the Attorney General said. Now, providing further details, Dr. Ayine disclosed that just days after signing the agreement, Edubwahin initiated a suspicious transaction. On February 6, the birthday of Bob Marley, 2020, he then transferred an initial amount of 271,000 Ghana cedis from the National Signals Bureau account at Fidelity Bank to a private BNC account at UMB. Official documentation on the transfer reveals that the amount was for the payment of cyber defense system software. He transferred the money to his private company, he told the media. According to Dr. Ayine, investigations further uncovered that the former NSB boss allegedly funneled the funds not only into his personal account but also into accounts belonging to his wife. The Attorney General, however, assured the public that legal proceedings will follow in due course. My brother, my sister, sometimes I am tempted to want to resurrect Rollins from the dead and reversing the time all the way to 1979. so that bullets will riddle the bodies of people like this. I don't want to prejudice the case. Neither do I want to preempt anything. But I am hurt. My brother, if you listen to what I read, they said what? Public funds. Funds from your pockets, my pockets, my wife's pockets, your wife's pockets, maybe even your children's pockets, depending on how old they are and whether they are employed or not. My brother, the nation went into doldrums. The nation had a big jolt, economic jolt. We had to give people haircuts, which sent them into early graves, a lot of them. Many are still battling with terminal illnesses. Others have long relocated into cold, dark graves. My brother, my sister, many are still sitting here in limbo, not knowing if their investments will ever come back to them. It brings tears into my eyes, literally. My brother, my sister, the nation, in a very, very dramatic jingoism, initiated a demonic levy known as the E-levy. We saw the wanton display of wealth when the government in power shipped people in private jets and chartered flights from different parts of the world in order to vote for this deadly demonic E-levy. They celebrated it with an E-levy cake and kenke parties to celebrate the money that they borrowed into the country to saddle my children, your children, with debt. Whilst all these dramatic jingoisms were going on, my brother, my sister, some were fattening up on the taxpayers' money. Allegedly, Adwoa 7 million American dollars. My brother, my sister, he signed a contract allegedly on behalf of the country Ghana, my country, your country, with an Israeli company, RLC Holdings. My brother, a few days later, he siphoned over 270,000 Ghana cedis into a private account. That was just the beginning. Osmosis continued to go on. Money was siphoned, my brother, my sister, from places of low energy into places of high energy and otherwise into his wife's accounts. Today, the Attorney General has been able to see this. The government in power was busily looting. They could never, ever catch another looter. They say when thief man, God laughs. As for the Nana Akufo-Addo government, Bawumia government, Satan is waiting for them in hell. My brother, my sister. These were people who quoted the Bible at the least provocation. They claimed to be Muslim. My brother, my sister, even though many said that they were very, very un-Islamic. Today, my brother, my sister, from National Service Secretariat, ghost names in there, all the way through to NSB. Contract money siphoned and ballooned into private accounts. Should these people not be shot and killed and buried in unmarked graves? I am angry. They never cared about the millions who suffered under trees as schools. They never cared about the millions who slept on the bare floor, dirty floors of our hospitals with no doctors and nurses to take care of them, having run away all the way to England to ply yet another batch of their trade. My brother, they lived in opulence while the people dissipated into oblivion. I am shocked. And these people are called human beings. Are they not worse than pigs? Should they not be shot and killed and buried in unmarked graves like in the days of Rawlins? It hurts. This is just a little fry. F-R-Y. A little fry. It means camphor, little fish. How about the bigger fishes? If a little fry can balloon and steal and divert $7 million American dollars into private accounts, then you can imagine the big ones whose names I do not want to mention because I have no money to go to court. My brother, my sister, if a little non-entity of a fry can steal this amount of money allegedly, then you can imagine the big fishes, the whales and the sharks in the party. You see why I have no mercy for all thieves or young thieves? You could be as old as Methuselah, as long as you are a thief. We beat you the same way we will whip a 19-year-old thief. I can't wait for Nanado and the rest of them to face justice. I am sad that our constitution continues to protect thieves and rots. I want to applaud John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, on the fact that he is trying to review the constitution. My brother, my sister, is it not hurtful? Is it not sad? We are going to follow up on this and see how it pans out. But to the Attorney General, thank you so much for this expose. Please continue and be quick with some of these proceedings in court. I know you are under pressure, but please work against time. Congratulations. Sadly, I'm reading another thing here from 3 News. And it's saying that this same Kwabena Adwoa had the dual citizenship. He quickly acquired a dual citizenship. You see why Black Rasta is so much against this dirty dual citizenship? You know what that means? When I steal money from A, I run away to B, and I'm accepted because I'm a legal citizen of that entity too. It is terrific, terribly nauseating. Please, John Dramani Mahama, you have a legacy to keep, a legacy to protect, a legacy to build. Please, let the action continue. Now there are so many things happening in our country. My brother, my sister, hey. And when I look at the newsreel, I shiver. Quickly, let's look at this. He's taken from Ghana Web and he says, you should have spoken up and resigned. Nyaho Tamaklo to Adwoa Safo. And I read, a founding member of the New Patriotic Party, the NPP, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, has shared his views on the referral of Sarah Adwoa Safo, the former member of Parliament for Dome Kwabena, to the party's disciplinary committee. According to the veteran politician, Adwoa Safo should have spoken up about the difficulties and challenges she was facing and communicated how things were not going well to the party's leadership. He continued by saying that if the party's leadership had failed to listen to her, she should have proceeded to resign from the party rather than enduring such treatment. When she, Adwoa Safo, realized things were not going well, she should have come out earlier to talk about it. And if the leadership failed to listen to her, then she should have resigned. He said, the word resignation is not part of our lexicon in this country. Our political lexicon does not contain the word resign or resignation. My brother, my sister, we are part of the looting. Better still, we are part of the lootocracy. In fact, we are so audacious when it comes to this lootocracy. We loot with impunity. We don't care as much as the loot benefits us. The moment the loot decides to take a different journey in diversion, that is when we start to make noise and beat war drums. In this country, we are actually not against stealing and corruption. As long as the stealing and corruption benefit us, we are okay. What we are against is the stealing and corruption not benefiting us. If you are our thief and you make sure we eat, that is okay. As long as many other people are hungry and dying, we don't care. Just make sure that whatever you steal and loot benefits us. After all, you are our thief. We are not against thievery. We are not against corruption. We are only against the fact that we are not part of the stealing. My brother, we all saw what Adwoa Safo did, and I'm beginning to sound like a broken record talking about this same Adwoa Safo. Very arrogant minister. There was no way this arrogant minister would have resigned. There was no way this woman would have resigned. You know what she did? My brother, my sister, she decided to abandon her office, her ministry, her constituency, and flee all the way to the United States of America. And when she went, she was still receiving salary. My brother, my sister, for no work done. She threw hefty birthday parties for her family. Adwoa Safo didia. We all remember when she was singing that song and telling everybody that it was all about her family first, not Ghana. We all remember when that song was trending. That was a signature tune. Wherever she went, it was all about her family. It took the taxpayer to start crying, wolf, 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 before the president came to his senses of patriotism and decided to discipline in quotes Adwoa Safo. If the taxpayer had kept quiet, this woman would have continued taking salary for no work done. It is equivalent to stealing. How do you take salary for no work done? Are you a thief? My son or my daughter, better still my child, is sick. And because my mantra is family first, not my country, even though I swore under my teeth that I will stand with my country first, she left the constituency, left her ministry to the vicissitudes of corruption and wickedness. My brother, my sister, at the end of the day, she was cut away. You know what she did? She returned and apologized for wrongdoing. What was the wrongdoing? That she abandoned her ministry, abandoned her constituency. That was what she apologized for, only to her party members and also to her constituency. NPP members. The rest of Ghana, she didn't care. After all, it's not about Ghana, it's about her family. Such a dirty politician. Adwoa Safo treated us like stepchildren. I'm telling you. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, when her party lost, then she got the verve, the energy to come and speak. Now she's speaking. She's a loser. Adwoa Safo is a loser. These are the kind of friends you have. You share all secrets. And when there's a problem between you and you depart, albeit for a little while, they start revealing those secrets. They have no integrity. My brother, my sister, today, she's going around looking for sympathy for her arrogance and nonchalance. My brother, my sister, whatever the party wants to do to her, I don't care. Whatever she wants to do with herself, she has already demonstrated enough nonchalance, enough apathy. You will say apartheid, right? She has demonstrated enough irresponsibility with the political post that we gave to her. Left to me alone, Adwoa Safo, shut up. You didn't mean well for Ghana. Now, my brother, my sister, many more interesting things are coming in. Lord God have mercy to the bongo clippings. Jesus Christ. Oh, you rather Yakupon. Yay. Tears are running down my face. And if the camera can zoom into my eyes, we see the tears running down like a river. I am sad. Is this how we want to treat our country? You ready? Yeah, one done. Yeah, my one post kakra. Post nunti. Or yeah, abur. Yeah, one done. Jesus have mercy. Let me quickly look at this. Oh, Jesus. This is sad. I am hurt. Irade. Galamsey. Okuapehene blows alarm over secret issuance of prospecting licenses. Hallelujah. Who is Okuapehene? Okuapehene. Okuapehene. Jesus have mercy. Hey! What is happening in our country? Jesus have mercy. Let's look at this. Galamsey Okuapehene blows alarm over secret issuance of prospecting license for mining in his area. The mining of the Okuapem traditional area, Osiadiayo Kwesi Akufu III, has raised concerns over the awarding of a prospecting license to a mining firm to operate in his jurisdiction without consulting his office. According to the Okuapehene, the awarding of the license for prospecting in Mangwasi and Kukua by the former government highlights the lack of involvement of traditional leaders in mining regulation, which is undermining the fight against illegal mining, also known as Galamsey. I'll leave it here. My brother, my sister, let us quickly look at this. Galamsey is still ongoing. Captain Smart has spoken. He said he's giving the Mahama government 1 month to eradicate, desecrate, and throw away and relegate this to the curb. Captain Smart is a vocal enthusiast and activist. My brother, my sister, he says within 1 month, this should end. My brother, my sister, Okuapehene is saying that there is a prospecting license that has been issued by the former government, Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. No consultations done ever. Miner comes in, breaking the land. No respect for the gods and the divinities of the land. They didn't go to Okuapehene to at least provide water or asana, maybe pito. Nothing. They are desecrating the land, all in the name of mineral prospecting. My brother, my sister, is there a difference between Galamsey and mineral prospecting? To prospect for minerals is to go out there and do a recce. In other words, find out what mineral is here. Do they have any minerals here at all? That would mean digging, But in most of the cases, as we are told, they take licenses for prospecting, but they end up mining. They are two different things. Yet, in our country, it is one. Prospecting ends out to be mining. When will this stop? Are we ready to stop this? Or we want to continue misbehaving like this? Please involve the chiefs. A lot of the chiefs have no honor. They themselves are just interested in selling lands. They have no respect for their own future generations coming and not meeting any land. They sell land to anybody, from Chinese to Indian, from Surinamese all the way to anybody. As long as you have the money, it doesn't matter. They will sell land to you. And when people come to desecrate the land, now you are crying. Do you tell them about the land, the divinities, the culture before selling them land? No! Money is the Almighty. I'll leave it here. Now the final story. I'm going to read. I'm going to take today's from my Joy Online. And it says, former National Service CEO allegedly paid an MP to kill ghost names scandal. Did you hear that? Hey! Did you hear that? I said, former National Service CEO allegedly paid an MP to kill ghost names scandal. Now the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayini, has revealed that the Chief Executive of the National Service Scheme, NSS, paid a Ghanaian MP to suppress a scandal involving ghost names within the scheme. Speaking at a press conference today, Monday, Dr. Ayini disclosed that his office had obtained evidence of financial transactions involving top executives of the NSS, vendors, and private individuals. Now, these transactions, he claimed, were linked to an attempt to cover up fraudulent activities within the scheme. Indeed, we now have evidence of payments that were made into the accounts of the top executives of the National Service by vendors, private vendors and staff of the scheme, he stated. The Attorney General further alleged that in November 2024, the CEO of the NSS, along with other individuals, made payments to a Ghanaian MP to bury the ghost name scandal in the media and publicly defend them. We also have evidence that in November 2024, the CEO of the National Service Scheme and others paid a Ghanaian MP to kill the story in the media and to defend them. Now, this is a developing story, and more of it will come out very soon, he added. Now, the scandal, which involved the alleged insertion of thousands of ghost names into the NSS payroll, has sparked further investigations and possible future prosecutions. While Dr. Ayini did not name the MP involved, his statement suggests that more revelations will soon emerge. Now, this forms part of the new government's Operation Recover All Loot oral program. Last month, President John Dramani Mahama announced a crackdown on individuals involved in the ghost name scandal. Thousands of ghost names inserted into the National Service Secretariat payroll, siphoning public funds. My brother, should these people not be rewound to 79 and have their bodies riddled with military bullets? Should they not be given a visa? In fact, a single entry visa to early graves? My brother, my sister, it hurts me right from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. Whilst we were running helter-skelter, begging the IMF and the World Bank, relegating our country to the dirty curb, behaving like hobos, these people were fattening up on the taxpayers' money. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Oh, yeah, oh, papa. Hey, Rade. Oh, Jesus. It hurts. I look at days that I wake up and I have no money in my pocket. No matter how much I earn, sympathy money goes out every day. I see people on the street and I give money to. People who come to me for this and that. At the end of the day, I become a beggar myself. And yet when I turn around and see people who don't work even quarter the kind of work I put in, both physically and mentally, spiritually and otherwise. Yet, my brother, these are the hobos who make all the money by inserting ghost names. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Do we need another military regime? Certainly not. But we need an iron hand that is bold enough to withstand the vagaries and the vicissitudes of any kind of emotion. Send military bullets journeying through their brains, sending them to unmarked graves. It's painful. It brings tears into my eyes, my brother. It hurts, my brother. Schools under trees. Cecilia, the past millions under beds and rat holes and cockroach holes. My brother, my sister, what is happening to our country? We can't get justice in our own courts except when we journey outside this country before we are treated like human beings. Some judges are busily taking goats. The size of your goat will determine the injustice meted out to your opponent. Hallelujah. What an animal farm. To the Attorney General, I say big up yourself in the Rasta language. And to oral, you have orally spoken. We are proud of you, Ablakwa and his boys. And when I say boys, it's without any disrespect. That is how the enemy will refer to you, those oral boys. But for us, you are men of valor. You are men of integrity. Please, I want to live long enough in the next coming days to see all these people taste the pill of justice. Marisu, and to be in Kasabio, happen.
Ya waleta matam sanga